Hello from Tom's Squirrel Whisperer. This is my walkthrough for the Powerlead Afun PAC003 Sports Cam. Here it is from the front side, the front button there during operations being your power button, the top being the picture button to start the video, and there's the back side of the camera, the viewing screen itself, and then the side button up down is will be zoom actually on this camera while it is in operations mode. You can see there the way to open it, and so you start flipping the short end first to open, and then you reach over, pull the back, the long end open, and then gently lower the main cover, because the camera itself will just slide out very easily. So be prepared to receive it in your hand very carefully, because it's just going to pop right on out, and the camera is that. So it's best to keep the camera always in the housing. That right there is the battery cover. There is the battery. The battery is included in the camera itself. On the side of the camera is the SD card slot and the USB and other cables there. Inside the box also is all of the additional supplies. We'll go through those and show you how to utilize all of those. We're going to lay them all out on the table as I've done here. You can do that with me, and we're going to demonstrate the use of the major ones here. Some of the things that I'm just going to set aside real quickly is right now you should be reading the user manual. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to set aside for the moment the tie-down straps, the Velcro tie-down straps, because I'm not going to be demonstrating those at this moment. You should be able to figure out how to use those yourself to tie things down, and those are the Velcro tie-down straps. You also get a spare back cover for the camera, and but we are going to be using these in a demonstration of setting up. You get two base plates. These are the base plates, and then they have the 3M pads, the 3M glue pads automatically on them, and you do get additional 3M glue pads, so that when you pull them off, you can just put a new glue-in pad on the bottom. You have a J base mount. You also have a flat base mount that's already on the camera housing. I'm going to remove that flat base mount from the camera housing just by unscrewing it. Set the flat base mount aside with the screw for me, if you don't mind. And set the camera, the housing aside. Get your two bases, your two base mounts, the screw that came with the one base mount. You should be all set. You have three arms, two short and one long, but do notice that on the two short arms, they're actually different. As you notice the orientation, the teeth is vertical on one, horizontal on the other. That helps you to make a multi-axis arm here, as we show, as we are going to connect all three together. It allows them to bend on multiple axes, as I'm showing here, once I screw the three of them together. You have a pole mount for bicycle handlebars or other small poles. This is for selfie sticks and tripods and other similar items that have that small screw mount. Now this piece here goes with a set of pieces that come with the set. It belongs to the alligator mount, and this housing mount here. Slide the alligator in, and then you can also screw in the other piece on top. Now the reason why I do not like this particular piece is because it requires you to remove the camera from its protective housing. Okay, so here are the major pieces that we have. You have the base mounts and the base pieces. Now let's go ahead and take the strap that has the buckle end slide the one end of the strap through the base mount, and then take it underneath and slide it through the other end of the base mount. So it slides under and through the other end as such, you see here. And we're going to take the J mount and I'm going to snap that in all the way. So it snaps in. And I now have the buckle going through, as you see here. Now I'm going to just go ahead and just tighten the buckle at full length so I can slide it over my hand, over my arm, and then I'm going to tighten it, make my life easier here. And now I have made myself an arm mount. Okay, so that is something you can wear, a wearable body mount. Goes on the arm. Pretty nifty. Okay, that's your first mount. Your wearable arm mount. Okay, so go ahead and remove the strap from there and just keep the base plate with the J mount. And now take that assembly that I showed you, where we took the 3 arms and screw that into the J mount, and now screw the camera on top again, and you'll see now we have the multi-axis camera mount that can be taped like to the side of a boat or some other slanted object somewhere. It can be glued on, doesn't have to be a level surface. Okay. Take this flat mount surface here, we'll snap that into a base. Okay. You also now have the bicycle handlebar mount. You can also take those that multi-axis mount with the camera on top and use that on top of the handlebar mount, or or the pole mount. Allows you to attach that to a pole at any angle, and then to bend your arm coming out from the pole mount into the perfect direction that you need your camera to sit. Extremely useful, as you see here, where I'm coming out from the pole and I have my camera at an angle that I need it to be. Very, very useful. Okay, we're going to get into the programming of the camera now. Okay, so what I'm going to have you do is we're looking at pressing the top left button on the side. That is for Wi-Fi. Then go to your cell phone, and you'll set your Wi-Fi up on your cell phone. It's emitting a Wi-Fi signal. Even if you don't have Wi-Fi for anything else, it's emitting its own Wi-Fi signal. Now, you're not going to be using iSmartDV, you're going to be using FinalCam. This is FinalCam application. You'll download that from Google iStore, the Google App Store, or Apple Store. And then you'll add it. You'll find it. It will find the camera itself. It will connect to the camera. And unfortunately, my cell phone was running low on battery when I did this. But you can see now it actually is showing on my cell phone what the camera sees. And not only that, but I can manipulate the camera. I can take pictures. I can maneuver the camera through my cell phone, except for, unfortunately, my camera was running low. Okay. Now we'll get into programming the camera itself. The top button is the mode. For selecting mode, that's the front button. The top button is OK for selecting the menu itself, and the side buttons are up and down on the menus. You can see that top going up also has that little signal for Wi-Fi. Okay, so pressing that front button after pushing the power on, tap it a couple of times and you'll see it come up with setup. First item there was resolution, and you could press the resolution, press menu on top to say select resolution, press menu, and then you can go side buttons up and down to find the resolution that you want. Press menu to select. Now press down to loop recording. Press menu to select. Okay, HDR, press menu to select, menu to select off. Record audio, menu to select on, record slow motion, menu to select off. Date stamp, menu to select on. Press down on the side there, motion detect, menu select off. Okay, motion detect means that it will only turn on if there's motion detected. Image size, use the right up and down, just go up to select your image size, menu to select. Okay, so you're using using the buttons on the right side to go up and down, menu to select. Each time you're doing that as you're going through. So it's extremely easy to operate the menus of this camera. It's really easy. Auto power, that's a really important one. I kind of jumped through a lot of these. Auto power, make sure auto power is off, or else you're going to find out that the camera is turning off all by itself when you had it set up to just run like you just wanted it to run for an hour or so, or a couple hours, till the battery ran out, and you come back out and the camera turned off, and you just lost some of the best shots because the camera turned off all by itself 10 minutes after you walked away. So auto power off. Wi-Fi, make sure the Wi-Fi is turned on, and so that you can operate the camera remotely through your phone. Okay, you can change the password. The password is defaulted there, 123456778. You can change the password. This is the first camera. I've reviewed quite a few cameras. This is the very first camera that I have seen that actually lets you get in and change the password. Okay, here is a video of just the camera in use as a car cam. As summer gets here and I can take it underwater, we'll add some videos of this wonderful camera underwater, because that's really what it's all about. Or sailing, I'll do it on the sailboat also. So thank you for watching. I hope you got to learn something about it, and I'll leave the decisions on the rating to you. So once again, thank you.